All right, so thankfully you've talked to some people here, from customers to volunteers, and you'll get an opportunity to talk to some other collective members other than myself, although I'm probably the best one to talk to. But this is Glut. Hey, another customer, smiling, isn't that great? So as I mentioned before, Glut has some needs in terms of equipment and such, from a compressor, a new compressor, evaporator, new freezer, electrical updates, just upgrades around the store. It is a classic but older store. We still do everything classic, as a matter of fact. We still key in each individual order. No POS system. We're not looking necessarily for a POS system at this time, just to upgrade things that are definitely necessary to keep us operating, like our refrigerator and our freezer. Okay. So this is our freezer. Okay, it's not a huge one, but we do carry those items that people ask for and tend to buy often. This needs an upgrade for sure. It goes out sometimes, as does our walk-ins, our refrigerators, from the produce case to the bigger refrigerator we have back here with the milks, the eggs, and things of that nature. Our flaxseed oil, things that need to be refrigerated. Okay, but I want to show you that, as a matter of fact. It's interesting because this is one of the older models where you have the back stock as part of the refrigerator. So of course everything stays refrigerated as in the back stock. It's a certain type of refrigerator this is called. Unfortunately, I don't remember what that is, but you know, the kind that has a back stock that's part of the refrigerator. And it's the biggest refrigerator we have in the store. Again, here's where we have our milks, our eggs, some of the non-meat, veggie, vegan items in terms of, like, you know, sausages and the like, creamers and all that good stuff that people buy often, our yogurts and the whole nine. So if we can come back, show you parts of Glut that you don't necessarily see when you come into shop, and kind of what we have to maintain to keep operating. Okay, so staff only, please join me. Okay, so it's a little loud in here, so prayerfully you can hear me. But yeah, so we need to, you know, upgrade these things. The compressor goes out a great deal in here, and that's, of course, that costs money. You know, when this gets low, when it's not as cool as it needs to be, as cold as it needs to be rather, and it gets low, we have to move items to other places, and we lose a lot of product, and thereby losing a lot of money. Of course, that creates a problem. But yeah, this is the refrigerator in totality. It's this whole thing. So just kind of looking to upgrade some things. Again, whether it's a new compressor or just a new refrigerator overall. And we're talking, you know, back when these were priced some time ago, we're talking 15 grand, but for something like this, it might even be more than that. I'm sure it's more than that, actually. Yeah. Okay. Right now, in terms of the back stock for the freezer, we actually have a deep freezer. Again, I'm showing you parts of the store you don't always see. The back stock and such, but we have a deep freezer to keep other items that don't fit into the freezer upon deliveries. We get a huge delivery every Wednesday, another one on Friday. We get produce 4 times a week. So it's a big deal, of course, to keep these things refrigerated and fresh and able to sell properly, you know? So, yeah. So, you know, Glut, honestly, is a huge deal to me. Given that I've been vegan, or have had a vegan diet rather, for the last 21 years, and have supported my children with that same diet. They are now much older and taking care of their own children. However, it's been a part of my life for some time now, and I like for it to continue to be a part of those people's lives that come here and their children. You know. Hey now. Okay. So yeah, you know, we have some things to take care of in terms of upgrades, and you can see this for yourself, of course, but if you stand here where I am and just kind of point that way, we have some things to take care of. You know, the building is an older building. Again, established in '69, moved into this building in the early '70s. There's some things that must be taken care of. A lot of people come in, they know it's an older store, so, you know, they understand, but, you know, we want to kind of bring things up to date and, you know, take care of the people who've been taking care of us for so long, you know, so, yeah. Just real quick, we have an herb section, just to tell you what we have for those, yeah. So we have an herb section. here, where it's a self-serve section with the culinary herbs as well as the medicinal and healing herbs. We have shelves upon shelves of teas and such. One of the biggest selling items is right here in the herb section with mostly all of these items. And there's a back room rather, for back stock of the herbs. As you can see, they're all contained in those little barrels straight across. Huge supplements display there. And that's a great selling item, a huge selling item as well. And we carry a lot of local vendors. So we carry Raquel's Cuisine, which is a raw food vendor. We carry Doda's, cakes and cooked foods. That's a local vendor as well. We carry items, more of the baked good items from Sweet Natural, which is 2 doors down. And even in our personal care section, we carry a vendor that is local, Zaresh, which is a huge selling item here, you know. So these sections, I mean, I like to say that all the sections are frequented often, and that's true. But you know, some people have their favorites, of course. The last two that are last but certainly not least are the bulk food items. And when we say huge seller, I mean, you can come in just to grab your snacks for lunch and you'll come to the bulk food section for sure. From the bulk rices, flours, couscous, grains, and beans, we also have dried fruits and nuts, as well as granola. Huge items. It really is. I mean, I'm getting excited now while this is really a fantastic store. It really, really is. Like, I'm excited to shop in here myself, and I work here, so there's that. I actually am the produce manager, so I order the produce, and one of the workers here, who's a support worker, which means while she is a collective member, she is not a collective member in terms of making decisions, just to give more of an idea of how this collective works, or this particular co-op, all right? But she's a supporter, and so she's on payroll, which is great. Her name is T. T is excellent when it comes to produce in terms of maintaining it and setting it up. And so hopefully you'll get an opportunity to talk to her. But yeah, produce section. It's not a huge store. It's not a huge store, but it has made and still does make a huge impact. Okay. Again, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has supported and loved us for so long, and for all of the monetary help we've been receiving. It is so appreciated. We would like to stay and maintain what we've been offering for so long. You know what I mean? It really is a big deal. I think it's a big deal to you too. So I'm thinking that this has helped in some type of ways. You let me know. Again, I'm Raquel. Thank you for visiting us here at Glut, and thank you again for all of your support.